Wait for the question.
The two clamps on the saline line.
There's a clamp on the saline line and a clamp on the propofol line.
Okay.
So I will first start the saline line at a regular drip rate. Now that's a little bit fast, and I'll say drop, 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 drop. Too slow. See, it's very sensitive. Drop, drop, drop. Okay, that's satisfactory. So this might be the speed at which this drip line was running. I will now try to set this, and the rate for Michael Jackson, I did some calculations here. If I set this to a rate where there's 12 seconds between each drop, that would be a rate that was appropriate for sedation. So I'm going to try to set this so there's 12 seconds between each drop. I'm now opening this line up.
And you're doing that with the roller clamp?
With the roller clamp on the line. One,
Okay, Judge.
two,
Now I'm going to object to this demonstration. Okay. Number one,
Wait. Remember, we don't do anything
I
except at sidebar.
Okay.
So we're going to stop right now, and the council and I will meet at the side. Mr. Walgan,
Thank you.
you want to step down again, Dr. Shafer? Thank you.
Dr. Shafer, just to be clear, and I believe you said this earlier, but in this demonstration, this saline line connected to the saline bag
Yes.
it's not identical to people's, what's represented in people's 157 and 158, correct?
That is correct.
That's the answer.
Okay. Now, in your demonstration, does this saline line serve the same purpose as people's 157 and 158 would?
Yes.
And people's 157 and 158, again, you've identified the components, and it also has a wide port for not only direct injection of propofol is being used, but also to essentially piggyback another line into it.
Correct.
Okay. And does your demonstration, the saline line, have that port like that allows the propofol line to be piggybacked into it?
Yes, that's the port that's about 3 feet from where it would then go into the patient.
And you're not representing that this saline line is identical to people's 157 and 158, are you?
Correct.
Okay. And then to be clear, the line that you have spiked into the propofol bottle.
Yes?
The line you have spiked in, are you okay?
Fine, yes.
Just a moment. Did we lose any liquid?
Just a little bit, but if there's a cloth, I'll wipe it up.
Let's do that right now. That's all right. We don't need a volunteer from the box. Well, can we get a phone?
We have it.
We have it.
All right. I just want to make sure we wrap up what we can. Done?
Yes.
And
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And the line, what I'm calling the propofol line, the line spiked into the bottle. Now, you chose to utilize this line because you found it in the Seacoast shipment records.
That is correct.
But you don't know, as you sit here today, that this exact line was used on June 25th, 2009, do you?
No, I only know that a vented line was used.
Okay. And is this propofol line that I'm holding that's connected to the spiked bottle a vented line?
Yes, it's a vented line.
Okay. Now, let's assume that the individual setting up this IV setup either did not know that there was a this tab handle, or chose for whatever reason not to use it. Are you aware that there was a slit saline bag recovered in this case by the law enforcement?
Yes.
Okay. And have you ever seen such a bag used to serve the purpose of hanging a propofol bottle?
No.
Okay. Have you attempted to see if that's possible?
Yes.
And did you actually slit a saline bag to see if that was possible?
Yes, I did.
And did you bring that with you today?
Yes.
Is this, let me show you what was earlier marked People's 29 for identification. And let me show you this demonstrative bag. Is this what you brought with you today?
Yes, it is.
And where did you get that bag?
From Seacoast Medical.
And is it the same size bag and type of bag as People's 29?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And could you demonstrate for us how that might have been used to hang a propofol bottle?
Yes.
And this is assuming the tab handle was not utilized.
Yes.
And what you're doing now is what?
So I'm now putting the tab back where it was found. I'm placing this inside the bag,
And this is the propofol
and then
bottle?
that being the propofol bottle, and then using that to support the propofol bottle like that.
And does the propofol then, in this setup, continue to drip and infuse into the patient if this had been utilized?
Yes, there's no difference in the plumbing when the propofol is suspended inside the bag.
Now, is there then a way to, as it's being utilized, as demonstrated here, how would you control the speed at which it infused from this point?
The only thing you have to control the speed is just this clamp right here. Let me move the clamp so it's easier to work with. This clamp is the only way of controlling the speed of the propofol.
And you're referring to the roller.
Wait, please. Go ahead.
You're referring to the roller clamp on, in this scenario, the propofol line?
Correct. I'm referring to this roller clamp on the propofol line.
Okay. And in this scenario, then, again, with the saline line, with the saline line going in to the Y port of the propofol line, would that explain why the long tubing of People's 157 did not test positive for propofol, but the short tubing beneath the Y port or Y connector did test positive for propofol?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And again, I think you said earlier that makes sense to you based on your opinions how such a system would be set up.
Correct.
And then could you go ahead and have the propofol run through the line, please?
Yes. So at what rate?
Just to have it demonstrate how it clears through the line and just to empty the bottle.
Okay. So one would control the rate with the white clamp on the propofol infusion line. But here it's all the way open. But because of the difference in gravity, it's not running at all. On the other hand, if this line gets turned off, now it's running too fast.
And so now you just suggested the roller clamp on the saline line as well?
I'm not touching the roller clamp. I was, but I'm not now. I'm not touching the roller clamp on this at all. But the speed of this, which is now too fast, if I open this wide, it stops entirely. Because they're competing for the force of gravity. And that's why this is so dangerous. It's because you change this, you change the infusion rate.
This meaning the saline?
You change the saline. You change the blue clamp on the saline. And you change the speed of this from turned off to, if I close this down, it runs at a rate that's far too fast.
Indicating the propofol.
Indicating a propofol overdose is going to happen. That's why you need the infusion pump on this line. And this line is capable of infusing drug very fast, but I will simply, for the purposes of discussion, drain this line. Oh, I don't have it all the way turned off. Yes, I do. I put this needle over here. And then I will show you that this line, if it was hooked up to a larger IV, not just 22, but a larger IV, it has the ability to run incredibly fast. That's because it's a wide bore tubing. You may recall in the video I talked about the narrow bore tubing. This is wide bore tubing, and drug can flow through it.